Hi, my name is Kanish Sinha. I'm one of the managing partners at Stillwater. One of the questions that a lot of participants from our leadership program have is about sustainability. They say, we've got all these big ideas and things that we want to achieve, and we're really, really excited, but we've tried this before, and after some time, the enthusiasm fades away. And, I always remember one of the quotes from Atomic Habits by James Clear, which says that we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. So what I'm going to present to you is what I feel is a best practice way of managing your life. It's a system through which you can manage your life. So I'm going to ask you to download an app called Notion, import in a template that Stillwater has created called the Game of Life template, and then I'll tell you how to use that, right? So let me take you first of all to a website, which is www.notion.so, right? And once you reach there, you can create an account for yourself. So over here on the top right, you can see it says Get Notion Free. So if you click on that, right, over here, you can sign in with your Gmail or your Apple ID or even some other address. But if you are Android, I would just take the Google ID. And if you have an iPhone, I would just take your Apple ID. That makes it easier. Let me log in with my son's email ID. He won't be happy being signed up for an app without his permission, but I pay for his school fees, so this is fine. Okay, so I've signed up my poor son for Notion. Over here, it's asking us to tell them about yourself. You can just skip this, right? And then pick the For Myself option when it asks you how you're planning to use Notion. And there, my poor son is now signed up as a member of Notion. What you can do is, first of all, just delete these links on the left-hand side just to clear up the clutter. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is in the chat, in the browser window at the top, type in tinyurl.com/Praxium app, right? And then what it will do is it takes you to the Praxium app that's created by Stillwater, and you can click over here on duplicate, and what that will do is will import this template into your Notion account, right? So let's duplicate this over here. And over here, you can see that the app is now inside my son's Notion account, and you can just expand this menu bar on the left-hand side, right? Now, the first thing I would do is, even before I explain all these areas, I would download the actual native app. So if you're on Windows, you can go down to the left and try Notion for Windows. If you're on Mac, you can download it for Mac. If you're on iPhone or an Android phone, you can download it there. You can access this on iPad or just take it through the browser. But I would get the native app because you can get reminders and notifications through that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the apps. And what you will see is on the left-hand side, here is my phone app that I'm sharing from my Android phone. And on the right-hand side, let me put the Notion app, right, which is on my desktop. So on the right-hand side, you can see the desktop I've got in light theme, and the left side, my phone, I put in dark theme just to show the contrast. But you can change the themes to whatever you prefer. So on the desktop, for example, to change it into dark theme, I just press Control Shift and L on Windows, and that changes the look of it. It might be easier on your eyes. Now, just to keep the contrast, I'm just going to keep the desktop in light mode so you can see the difference between that and the phone mode, right?